Gemini, hello and welcome to my channel. And this is going to be your reading for 2025. And if at any point I say 24, ignore me because that might happen. So the decks you will be seeing during this video are the Golden Tarot by Cat Black, the Ancient Stones Oracle by Rebecca Campbell, and the Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette Baron Reid. So let's get to it. We'll start with the tarot first, and we will go on to the Oracle cards. So, Gemini 2025. We'll do the first 6 months and then we'll do the second 6 months. So it'll be January to June and then June to December. Yes, that's correct. Doing this in the middle of Mercury retrograde. And it's like, honestly, the more that we're getting into it, the more I'm having issues with dates and it's otherworldly. Anyway, let's have a look. Yes, we are recording. Nice to check. So, Gemini, first 6 months of 2025, as we come into the new year, what's going to be occurring? Energies, advice, guidance, wisdom. Woo! Okay, interesting. Two have flipped out, three have flipped out. We've got strength at the bottom. That nearly did flip out, but I pushed it back in. We've got strength. So we're coming in our strength power. Three of Wands is all about something coming in. We've got the Queen of Cups, which is self-care. I will read on these in more detail. We've got the Knight of Coins. We've got the Ace of Cups. So straight away, we're seeing this energy here of self-care and nurturing, happiness, what I want to receive in the world, what I want to receive that makes me be fulfilled. It's almost like I'm getting a vision of you around New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, thinking, this year I want to be happy, but I want to not. It's almost like we visit this every year. I think every star sign visits this every year. But for Gemini, there's something in this about what can I do to make me happy? What can I do to make me happy? To make my happiness achievable? It's always been just out of grasp. Whereas now I want to make it achievable. Interesting. So I've got a decision to make with the Two of Swords. A decision in relation to my heart's desire. Now, this doesn't necessarily have to be relationships. It can be anything. It can be what craft products you want. It can be something to do with your children. It's your heart. The heart isn't just about romantic love. It's about our sense of self. It's about our well-being. It's about our I was going to say inner happiness, but it came through as inner temple. Interesting. We've got the Star card, which is the card of healing and clarity. We've got the Queen of Swords is about the decisions that need to be made to free us from something. And we've got the Three of Swords, which is heartbreak. I'm going to take a clarifier for that heartbreak, and then we'll read them in depth. Clarifier for that heartbreak card. Generational stuff and the world. Okay. The ending of a cycle, the beginning of a new one, generation. I mean, this can also be about money coming in. It can be about wisdom coming in. It can be about family line healing and clarity. It can also, in some case, especially the one-on-ones that we do, can also be about wills and stuff and money and inheritance. However, this reading resonates with you, whatever you're going through, because it will look different for everyone, take it as that. Okay. So we're going into January with this feeling of I need to be happy. I need to be fulfilled. With this, it's going to be very interesting because it's going to be it can play out very differently. It can be something that, it feels like something that you're going to want to do for yourself. For some of you, it'll be saying, right, diet time, all that kind of stuff, gym, running, swimming, all of that. Can I walk? Getting into good stuff that fulfills you, juicing and all of that. For some of you, it'll be, right, I'm going to leave a job. For some of you, it'll be, right, I'm going to contact that person because this needs sorting out. For some of you, it's going to be, do you know what? I'm ready to get out and start dating. For some of you, it's going to be, I need to step away from that or them. Everything especially for the first, well, everything always should come from the heart. The consciousness that we're going into is going to be more and more heart-based consciousness. The Ace of Cups wants you to step fully into your heart in 2025 to bring about peace, to not look at things. That's interesting. I've placed it on my desk above the Three of Swords like that. So whatever is causing this needs to be looked at through the heart. And this isn't the, but I love you and I can't let you go even though they're cheating on you or doing horrible things to you. This is about, I am worthy. I am worth more than this. If there are endings here, it's got to be an ending from a heart centered. It's not slamming the door on someone. It's not gaslighting someone. It's not ignoring someone's text. It's not making someone beg. It's higher than that. I love this reading. Do you know when you do tarot scopes, you get a bit of a feel for what's coming with the star signs. And I think this is my seventh that I filmed over the past few days. And I really like it, Gemini. I really like it. This is about you knowing as well, with the star card, having more clarity over what you want in your life. I have to cover over. You get away with it a few times, but then you get your wrist slapped, because she's got imagery on her. So this is about feeling clarity about what you want. The waters of the body being much clearer, making choices to bring about clarity. It's almost like, right, there's a lot of swords here, but the swords, there's not a lot of them, but they're here and they feel very prominent. The swords that we've got here are not about anxiety and mental stress and torment and overworked and all of that and lots of vocal stuff going on. It's more about, okay, going into 2025. I like that. Queen of Swords comes in because she knows what she wants. You know, we've got an upright Queen of Swords, so she doesn't go for the jugular, but she knows what she wants. She's empowered and sovereign. It can be ancestral healing, it can be wills, it can be money stuff, it can be the fact that you have been reacting to certain ways because of your ancestral conditioning. There's a lot going on there. There's a lot. I like it. I like this reading. Woo. Okay, so what we'll do now is we will do and I need to plug that in because that is my charger. You know, this channel is so professional. Yay, we're charging. Right, the next 6 months, and then we'll do the Oracle cards. And at the time of filming, it's 11:11 right now. So it's very portal. You've got the world, which is always a portal, the world tarot card. Big portal for you next year. So June to December 2025 for Gemini, please. The Hermit, the deep thinker. Nine of Coins, self-confidence, your position, your place in the world. Again, this deep thinking and this knowing your place in the world is an important step. Eight of Cups, closure, walking away from old emotional cycles, walking away from emotions that don't serve you anymore. So that could be neediness, it could be greed, it could be clinginess, it could be anger, it could be resentment. It's all the emotional stuff that we're walking away from. But there is this element here of the Two of Pentacle, which is there's a foot in both camps. I want a foot in both camps. For example, I want to be vegan, but I still want a steak. I want to get married, but I still want to be single. I want kids, but I still want to have my life. And when we're in that Two of Pentacles, it can become very rocky and we can become very imbalanced. And it's going to be interesting. Yeah. And Five of Wands, that's where we get conflict. It's wanting your cake and eating it. We start off this year with a really good energy coming in and a really alchemistic, that might not even be a word, alchemistic, but that's one of Claire's words. So it's a word for this reading. And it's almost like a year that you can do anything with. But if you choose, I want my cake to and eat it, There will be battles. There will be internal conflict and external conflict. King of Cups, emotional maturity. For some of you as well, let me just look at the second card coming. Yeah, Five of Cups. Let me just pull them. Six of Coins. Anxiety. So, if you step into your highest timeline possible, if you step into self-sovereignty, empowerment, if you understand that you can't have it all, that you can't be vegan but eat meat, if that you can't be that but still be that, then you're going to be able to clear something. But if you think, actually, I can't be arsed with this, it's too much like hard work, I'm just going to keep the peace, I'm just going to plod on, I'm just going to stay where I am, I'm going to stay in this job because it pays well, it gives me maternity leave, it gives me sick leave, and I've got a pension. Expect internal battles. Expect the eat, sleep, rave, repeat cycles. Expect that other people will have more power over you. Okay? Expect that some people will be draining you. And then we get the mental health card, stress. How can my watchers overcome this? Also, I'll pull it. It feels like there's a personal message, but I'll come to it in a minute. Clarifier for the Nine of Swords. There's two. Three of Cups. King of Wands. Page of Wands coming in. Yeah. You've got to be your King of Wands. The King of Wands is the doer. The King of Swords plans the holiday. He says, right, we want to go to Jamaica. We're going to go on that airline. The money's there. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And he plans it, the itinerary. The King of Wands does it. So he gets on the plane. Do you not understand that? And I've got an itchy eyelid. Do you understand that? Yeah. So this is about doing it, taking a new path. You've got to take a new path. Gemini. Right, I think this is personal, it could be for all of you. There feels as though some of you, maybe, it could even be yourself. There's a male here who hasn't mastered their emotions. You actually could be dealing with a bit of a split personality where he's Mr. Wonderful, but then there's Mr. Drunk, Mr. Codependent, Mr. Cold. So you're dealing with that as well, and that could be tied in for it. It can be a lover, it could be a father, it could be a boss, it could be a brother, it could be a grandfather, could be a friend. It may even be an aspect of you that needs to be healed. So that's the second 6 months. King of Wands, Page of Wands is about doing and making change, taking charge of your life and not expecting somebody else to do it. I also want to say at this point, remember that timelines are collapsing. So the day of predictions are going. It's about reading the energies now. And we'll be doing more and more of that as readers, and astrologers are going to be doing more of it, not predicting the future. Because as humanity evolves, we're going to get more power over our destiny. And this feels like it. If you think, you know what, sod it, I can't do this. I'm going to stay here. I'm going to stay in this relationship because she cooks and cleans for me. I may not be happy, but it is what it is. This is what we do in our family. There could be that as well. We just stay and we make do and we mend. Then expect this internal conflict. It's this energy of I'm just going to put up and shut up. Um, this year is about you not putting up and shutting up. It's about you going, this has to change, and being brave enough, sovereign enough, and empowered enough to bring about that change. Right, I'm going to clear these cards so we don't have billions of cards on the desk. And then we're going to look at our oracle cards. So, wisdom of the oracle. So, wisdom of the oracle, Gemini 2025. Gemini 2025. What wants to come through for Gemini 2025? Regeneration. Regeneration. All that glitters isn't always gold. All that glitters isn't always gold. Chaos and conflict. What's been taken from you? Look at that. The chunks that have been taken from that animal. The thinker, deep thinking, needing to really think about your life because her wings have slumped. She's slumped. She's forgotten that she's a free fairy, that she can flutter about, that she can be free and funny and a little bit naughty as well. She's forgotten her sparkle. She's overwhelmed by her blocks as well. We've got milk and honey, the sweetness of life. I want the sweetness of life. We go right back to the beginning of this reading. 2025 is about you thinking, what is the sweetness of my life? Does this job make me feel happy? Does this relationship make me feel happy? This isn't about having bad days and good days because you can do, and that's normal. This is about every day's a slog. This is about the alarm going on a morning and going, for fuck's sake. I've told you I've told you my story for 15 years of my life. Every single morning that that alarm went, the words that came out of the first words of the day for me were, for fuck's sake, every day. And what I didn't realize then was because I was saying that, I was manifesting more of that. It's the alarm goes off. It's like, I'm tired. I need to come round. But then we're going to get to the day and I'm going to enjoy the day and I'm going to embrace the day. Time to go. Time to go. Endings, new beginnings. And yang. Yang is the masculine and it's the action, it's the fire, it's your king of wands. So it's change and it's in the palm of his hands as well. And we've got the stars there with the clarity, we've got the clear skies, we've got clouds starting to shift. Okay. Let's do the ancient stone set cards then. So Gemini, 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 Gemini. 2025. We done? Find your center. Stay true to you. Call it to you. Hold that up so you can see it. Call it to you. That's mine. I want it. Good luck. Auspicious wishes, granted blessings. Portal energy, stone circle energy, magic, regeneration. I think Gemini as well, you're going to be really required next year to step out of Matrix 3D, eat, sleep, rave, repeat mentality, or again generational conditioning. So if you've been brought up to think we do this, we do it like this, Christmas is spent every year at this house, or we holiday every year in this place, you will struggle. You are meant to be breaking the mold of that next year, but also as well your own narrative. I do my cleaning on a Friday. No, you don't. You do your cleaning as and when. My wash day is a Monday, and I don't care what happens, I'm still doing my washing. You will find you will struggle. Okay. So this is breaking down all that false conditioning. The records. Remember why you came. Be bold. Legacy. So a big record clearing. The universal records, X-shaped records. You're not going to be able to carry on next year if you're in the eat, sleep, rave, repeat energy, the monotonous. You're going to be required to magic things up a bit. I got your news. The going to butcher a word here. Apologies. The caliche. I have possibly said that wrong. Elder, teacher, wise one experience. Next year is about you stepping into your wise one, your elder experience. It's about really taking responsibility for your destiny, for your happiness, for your well-being. Is there another card? Am I getting another card vibe? One more from that deck, the Colette Baron Reed deck. Oh, I'm glad I did it. I'm glad I did it. Even though I've got an itchy nose. New life. It's yours for the taking. Do you want it, Gemini? I hope you do. There you go. So, wishing you a happy new year and a prosperous new year. And yes, thank you for watching. Please do like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.